This week on the show, Tog starts a new project called the Grackleton Gazette and quickly gets in over their head at the very first event held, a meet and greet.
You're with Tog Chesterfield here on 101.7 FM The Grack. I'm trying to pick up the pieces and fix up my life after I lost my job and hit rock bottom. I'm taking you along as I try new things and attempt to get better as I embrace life.
Unfuck your life with Tog Chesterfield.
So welcome to the show. Right now, checking my watch, it's 5:01 p.m. I'll be here with you for your commute, or while you prepare your dinner, or while you stare off into the void, while you're waiting for your dog named Curtis to take his evening dump next to a storm drain grate. Those are sometimes called a catch basin or a curb inlet grate, actually. Anyway, I'm going to be your guest for the evening and take you through the chaos that ensued as I started my latest foray into life improvement. Now, this foray involved an event that I ran at the Grackleton Community Center. So when we parted ways last show, I was starting my new stand-up hobby and taking writing classes after, my disastrous go at the local open mic night at the Crow and Cackle. I was spending a lot of time writing and, making this show for all of you, of course, and those things got me thinking about making a show specifically about the people of Grackleton. I loved spending time at the community center in these classes, and the writer's room involved a lot of talking with other people. So I sat down and I wrote out a plan for what I'm now tentatively calling the Grackleton Gazette. And the first step of this plan was to host an event to meet the people of Grackleton, and I would introduce my new project, and I would also learn what the people wanted the Grackleton Gazette to be. So kind of like a survey. And from that, I would learn what they want, maybe another radio show or maybe something like a zine. I planned to interview them to gather some of their stories too about living and working in our town, and I would share this on the first show or in the first publication. And I was really lucky that my latest roommate, Chip Crust, he wanted to help too.
Oh, I heard that you have an event. I could help you with that.
Oh.
I've got nothing to do today.
Oh, okay.
I'm Chip Crust.
Oh, I remember.
Your roommate?
Yeah, no, I remember you, Chip. No, that would be great if you're okay with helping me. If you have nothing else, that would be nice.
I'm really good at moving the chairs around and making a place look really nice. Yeah, you might not notice it by my room, but other people's places, I do a lot of work and I make them look nice.
Oh, well, I'd like the place to look nice.
Actually, Tog, I was meaning to ask you, did you have a cat?
Oh, I did have a cat, actually. How did you know? It's a tuxedo cat.
Well, I saw the pattern on the floor that I guessed was a cat dish.
Yeah.
It just is sort of a worn pattern on the floor that resembles cat dishes and is about the same size profile as a cat dish. And I was like, I think Tog might have had a cat. There was your cat named Kevin?
Yeah. Well, how did you know that?
Yeah.
So I started planning a Meet the Gazette event at the community center with Chip Crust. I put in an ad in the local paper inviting everyone to contribute to the new project at this event by answering some questions about their life here in Grackleton. I went a bit overboard with the food, though. I made 15 new flavors of themed vegan jerky that represented all of our neighborhoods here. Landlocked lemonade jerky was the most popular. I named it after our local houseboat community because we're nowhere near an ocean. So Chip and I were ready for a lively, interactive gathering at the community center Kind of like the writer's room meetings I've been going to there. Or, well, we thought we were organizing that. We actually weren't ready for how many people turned up. But first, a quick break. This is Unfuck Your Life with Tog Chesterfield.
Unfuck Your Life with Tog Chesterfield.
The Daily Reconnect with deHaan. You might feel dissociated, isolated, or perhaps like you aren't really a part of the world. Whatever you're experiencing, together we will try to reconnect to the world and get motivated to make a difference again. Episodes will be released Monday, Wednesday, and Friday mornings every week when the podcast launches March 3rd. Subscribe to the Daily Reconnect wherever you find your podcasts from StereoForest.com.
Back to the show. So things really started to go awry after the doors opened. There was a lineup before the Meet the Gazette even started. And within 10 minutes, the community center was packed. The room that I'd rented, it was overflowing into the hall and then into the lobby. And everyone there was like really enthusiastic.
Yeah, Tog. So this is, I remember I was telling you about my sports animals. So this one is my Kelpie Terrier mix, who was really, really good at flyball.
Hey, Tog, I want to tell you about this.
So you can see here, this is the Grackleton Flyball Club, and we're at our first meet. That actually happens right here.
I wanted to show you my recipe box. It's a really special thing.
Yeah, so anyways, the meet happened here, and my dog Spud, that was his name. He actually, I called him
Hi,
my
Tog.
little
I wanted
potato.
to tell you about my special recipe collection.
Yeah, I heard you had something that went on with the potatoes. That reminded, that's why I thought I had to tell you about Spud and how good Spud was at flyball.
Hey, bud, I got a story about a cow I want to share with you.
I wanted to show you Spud's results here. This is a result from that same meet from this photo.
Hey, buddy, can I show you this set of keys that I collect?
Anyways, yeah, he shot down like 53 seconds. That was actually really good for us at that meet.
Is that you?
But at the other meet.
Yeah, I got a story to tell you.
Yeah. So that was good for that meet, but
Is the kombucha free?
we actually practiced a whole bunch, and we went to the next meet. It was about 10 miles out of town.
Are you Tog? I just want to show you my books, please. I got a box of
In this
books.
random field.
Tog, I want to show you my shoe collection.
It's terrible weather. I mean, you need pretty dry.
Do you mind if I have more jerky?
Anyways, yeah, we got our time down. I should tell you about the recipe.
Everyone was so excited to see each other and to catch up that right away the volume in the room was far too loud to record anything usable. And Chip Crust tried really hard at controlling the crowd.
Hey, I was just wondering if you could move into the line here to talk to Tog. Oh, yeah, no, I can take your picture. Okay, that looks good. That looks good. Oh, I was wondering if you would mind moving over here to talk to Tog. Oh, no, I can hold your drink. Okay. Oh, your other one. Oh, you want me? I can hold your baby for a little. Well, I'm not so good at. Do I need to talk to it?
But the creativity of Grackletonians, and I mean, you know that I love being creative, it was on full display here. Several people brought in books of their historical photos, collections of artwork, seeds they saved from harvest, from plants that aren't grown anywhere else. And there was even an ethically taxidermied grackle, our town bird.
Tog, I brought this thing here to show you.
Oh,
that I'm actually pretty excited
Oh, you
about
should
it.
be.
Have you heard of the grackle.
Yeah, the bird.
Grackle
That's
is a bird. The bird.
a
That's
stuffed.
Grackleton.
That's stuffed?
We're named after this bird that's
Right, we
here
are.
in my hand.
It's stuffed bird.
Yeah, it's
Taxidermy?
totally, it's taxidermy. You're correct.
Oh,
Correct about that talk.
thank
I
you.
consider myself a bit of an enthusiast, a little bit of a curious spectator of the taxidermy process. Really the process. I
Just-
don't really. I mean, the grackle is a good bird because we're in Grackleton, but
of course.
I'm
yeah.
more of an enthusiast about the process of the taxidermy as opposed to the ultimate what it becomes at the end.
Oh, so
I'm
that-
like I like the journey more than the destination. You get it, the journey.
Yeah.
It's all about the journey, not the destination.
Yeah, you're into like the how-to of taxidermy.
So I like the journey of the taxidermy more than the destination, which
Right.
in this case is like this output of this grackle. Not that this isn't a fine specimen
Oh, it's nice. Yeah.
of the taxidermy process. It is a
Right.
specimen of it, but the journey of this one was particularly
Okay.
interesting. That might be good for your thing that you got going on here, Tom.
Oh, well, thank you. Yeah,
So,
tell me more.
The journey of this was actually an ethical taxidermy, an ethical one
Ethical.
of this bird, the grackle.
Right.
First of all, this grackle lived its entire lifespan until the very end, and it wasn't just that ethical, in the sense that it lived a full life. This grackle,
Right.
she did. Her name's Rosie.
Oh, that's a nice name.
Yeah, I like that name too, Tom. So, Rosie here lived a full, entire, healthy, long grackle life.
Oh, good.
But you see, Rosie actually gave her consent for the taxidermy process to occur after her natural demise.
Oh, how?
See, Rosie was able to communicate to humans, and it's not like Rosie wasn't a talking bird. I mean, that's probably the first thing you thought, Tom.
Oh, it
was
is.
Rosie, well,
Yeah, it
Rosie
was,
talked, and then you would probably doubt the story, that you would doubt that it was accurate. But
Oh, I
no,
believe you.
Rosie didn't speak in human words, nothing of the sort.
Oh, okay. Oh,
But they taught Rosie to punch down on these little cards that had words.
Oh.
So Rosie had to punch down with her foot or her beak, and she was able to communicate that she agreed, she consented to the taxidermy process after her natural demise. And Rosie actually specified that it needed to be a natural demise. If the
Right.
demise was not of the natural sort,
Oh.
Rosie would then revoke her consent to the taxidermy process. But no, Rosie lived a long life, died of natural causes, old age.
Oh,
Old
that's
age.
Good. That's
Yeah,
good.
There was like an autopsy after,
Oh,
just to ensure that Rosie's wishes regarding this taxidermy process were actually executed correctly. So
right.
Rosie here is possibly one of the first fully ethical taxidermy.
Right.
And as I told you, Tog, it's all about the journey, not about the destination,
Right. Of
at
taxi.
least for this story.
Right. So I didn't get any interviews recorded, listener. Or, well, none that I could use on a new show or with enough detail to put in a new zine even. By the time I would almost manage to ask a follow-up question, anyone I was talking to was whisked away to someone else, or I'd be interrupted by someone else who was excited to show me the thing that they'd brought along. My Meet the Gazette was really a failure for what I tried to do, but honestly, perhaps it was Grackleton's best ever show and tell session. Oh, it's time for the weather.
I'm driving in the car.
Tonight's weather for your Drive at 5 with Unfuck Your Life is brought to you by Stop and Shop Shop. Stop and shop until you drop, unless you pop. from all that hot pot you brought. Oh, shoot. Stop and shop until you drop, unless you pop from all that hot pot you bought. We're next door to Dot's hot pot, who ought to have caught the top sought hot pot shop spot. Oh.
Get ready for the weather.
Tonight, Grackleton is expecting a windstorm. Don't go near the trees. Oh, that's easy.
You just learned all about the weather.
And that's it for the weather on your drive at 5 from Stop and Shop. That's it. Thank God.
I'm driving.
Unfuck your life with Tog Chesterfield.
So my Meet the Gazette event was quickly overtaken by the energy, the excitement of people seeing each other after only interacting in comment threads for so many years. In most of the cases, anyway. I learned that people really wanted community again, just like me. The noise level, the conversations, all of it made that pretty obvious. I heard of book clubs starting and volunteers getting organized and regular Zoom meetups being set up too. Oh yeah, my roommate, Chip Crust, who helped me, had to move out after the event. Chip got a job as a security guard at the landlocked houseboat community after meeting someone who works there. We learned that Chip Crust and I aren't the best public event managers. We would have probably been in over our heads at a much smaller event too, to be honest with you, listener. But the most important thing I learned is that the people here, the ones in Grackleton, just like me, were really needing to connect and share their stories, outside of an angry comment thread for a newspaper article or something. As you all know, connecting like we did at that event is what I've been looking for here in Grackleton. Something in the community, being able to share and learn and really help each other. But in all of my projects, I really jumped off the deep end right away. And I think I probably did that again. But even though I didn't get any interviews, ones that I could use, I did experience how much humans were wanting to share a bit about their own history and their love for the town. So I managed to set up times with a few of them to meet at the coffee shop when it's not too busy, and a couple of people are going to record with me remotely. So I learned that in this case, and probably would have been the case for a lot of my other projects, starting a new one a little bit slower, like this, is better. It's probably going to be more sustainable over time too. I thought if I had an event with food and collected a bunch of interviews, I could start with like a really impressive zine or a big collection of videos, and that it would make me, Tog, the person, a little bit more valuable after all this time of not succeeding after losing my job. Because depression really does make you feel like a burden, an expense on the world. But we aren't. Even with my failed event, it had a little bit of a positive impact in our community. But so would just talking to a few people, because that conversation might have an impact on the same number of people that were in that room after they hear it. And
Hi, excuse me, Tog.
Oh, hello.
I'm your new roommate, Baxter Clutch.
Oh, Baxter, I can't really hear you that well.
Oh, I can move a little bit closer.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I whisper one day a week. Excuse me. Yeah, Wednesday whisper.
Oh, it's not Wednesday.
No, I know. It's actually just a carryover. I sometimes do a bit of a carryover. Okay.
A carryover.
So, thank you for putting the towels on the end of the bed. That was a really nice gesture.
Oh, thanks. I like to do a gesture for, coming.
Right, and then you had them embroidered with my name. I mean, that was really neat. Baxter. That's my name.
Yeah, that's why I got it
had
embroidered.
That's just nice.
Oh.
So I just wanted to ask you, talk about the fridge situation. I saw the note.
Right, you get half the fridge. You're a roommate, half the fridge.
Yeah, no, I understand the note. You're really nice and clear. I just wanted to know if the note still applies now. Like, if anything's changed between the time that you wrote it and now.
No, nothing's changed. Half and half.
Okay, that's good. I'm glad. So I would like the doors, though.
Oh, just the doors. Nothing else?
Yeah, the fridge doors.
Yeah, no, I get it. Just that's not very big.
Oh, that's okay. I'll take whatever percentage is the doors, unless it's over the percentage that I'm allowed.
No, you're allowed half. It's definitely less.
Oh, good. So a smaller percentage is fine.
Yeah.
Would you like to revise the note?
No, it should be okay.
Because this is now a change between the time that you wrote it.
Yeah, no, we both know the rules. It's fine.
Okay, yeah, I guess because we both know. All right, well, thank you, Dog.
Oh no, you're paying. You're a roommate. It's your place too. You don't need to thanks.
No, I just mean just a general high level. Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'll close the door.
So that's it for this week's episode of the show here on 101.7 FM The Grack. Stay tuned for The Lure at 6, which is Roger Flott's fishing report, which guarantees there will not be overestimates about any catch during the first half of the show.
You have been listening to Unfuck Your Life with Tog Chesterfield, a StereoForest production. This episode was written, directed, edited, produced, and all voices were by Jen deHaan. You can find all show notes and sign up to get notified about new episodes on StereoForest.com.